Hello and welcome, my name is Draco Void and today we're going to be going over a few more PvP teams on account of getting a question about that. Here we go. So in the question I was asked, can you show some more teams other than just the one in the previous video, which was this one. And of course I'm more than happy to do this. They did go on to specify they wanted initial teams, so really cheap, really basic teams. So we'll see what we've got. I'm going to do it in team 2 because I do like our current team 1 team. It seems to be doing alright. Okay. Let's see what we've got to work with. I know we've not got a vast amount. I suppose we could try and make a team using Manticore. I do like him as an early mana drain. Yeah. I mean doing a monster team or a Leonis Empire team, I guess. I mean it doesn't have to be, but it will help a lot in the early battles, especially if you've got bonuses. When you get to mid and late it matters a bit less, but bonuses are always good to have. They will become more important as you get pets that boost the bonuses as well, because then obviously you're getting bigger bonuses and so on. Let's see. Let's just see what we've got in monsters first. This might not be one to do. I mean that could be useful. That's not going to help us at all. And technically that could be useful for true damage to the weakest enemy. At least it's targeting the weak one and poison them. Yeah. I don't think that's going to be the way forward though. Have we got much for Leonis Empire? Not that there is a lot that I think we'll be able to use early game from Leonis. Ah, there you go. Okay, well we're going to stick you in anyway. And we'll work around it. Actually just clear up. Let's put it back to base rarity. Could be useful if we chuck in a decent purple, I guess. Not fantastic, but better than nothing. Acolyte could give us brown, but then again we're already using that here. We want different teams, so we'll pass on that. Oof. It's not easy because we haven't got a lot to work with. I'd say we'd chuck a firebomb in if we had the traits for it. Okay. Well, we're going to chuck in the right. Wow, fantastic. Decrease the skill by 0. How can your base be to decrease something by nothing? No. That's going to be useless. Well, see, I think we really did make the best team we could already. We'll go with that. I suppose we could go for an undead team. They have got a boost at the minute. What undeads have we got? There we go. That'll just be a Wraith. I'm not keen on that. I'm going to just bring us in. Okay, so we're going to go with our hero, right, hopefully into Skelos, Manticore for mana draining, and that, I believe, doubles the scores? Yeah, so we'll only cast that if there's a decent amount already there. It's going to be clunky, very, very clunky. But we'll try it. You see, our other team was doing. Hey, actually, it's done alright in defence as well. But I'm not sure this will perform as well. It's weaker. I don't have the souls to upgrade it. So we're going to have to rely on skill, which I'm not sure I have. Oh, well, at least they've got him in, who's self-sabotaging. Yeah. I suppose if you want to lose, it's a good one to put in. Yeah. We'll get our hero's mana up. That's nice, quick kill. I think we take the red. Still 2 life from an enemy. A whole 2. I'm gonna aim that at you because you've got nearly no life. You've got no life. Let's see. Oh, that's handy. The main trouble here is going to be Goblin Rocket, definitely. That could potentially help us, although it will summon. So it'll block us from hitting Goblin Rocket, which is a bit annoying. Easy enough to fix, but a bit annoying. And we're not going to be casting Skelos today.
Mana surge.
Oh dear.
Mana surge.
Oh god, how the hell does that happen? Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, this team's not good. We'll give it one more bash. We've got a chance on this one based on their power, but I'm not guaranteeing anything with this team.
Mana surge.
I would say definitely if you've got this team available, don't use it. It's not going to help you, and it's been purely a bit of fun. could be in trouble already. I'll take that. Drain you. Turns out that was a mistake. We'll take the skulls.
Mana surge.
Then we have to go for the drain again. I guess we cast that. It's going to give us another 7 skulls. Oh no, we'll do it now. Hopefully we'll get a turn from it. Nope. Narrowly won that. Oh, by the skin of our teeth. Yeah, we can't use that team. I think we need to increase our troop count, and then we'll start showing more teams. It was definitely better to just have the one original team. That's going to, we're not going to put anything else in there, but we're disassembling that just to get rid of it. Horrible. I don't think that works. I'm fairly sure that comes straight back. Let's see. How many maps we got? This has got potential to give us keys to get something worth having. So I think our plan is to go do some treasure maps and hope to get something from it.
Extra turn. Extra turn.
The general rule in these, I find it's best to focus on removing one type at a time, but obviously if you see a 5 you go for the 5 because it doesn't get much better than that.
Extra turn.
Okay, so we can't take no more bronze, so we'll take the silver.
Extra turn. Extra turn.
Okay. We want to build around this. We want to be able to get up as many reds at least as possible, because they've got the chance for keys. Obviously if we get a chance, we want the vaults. They will give us a chance at gem keys. They also give better glory and better gem. Well, we'll settle for a couple of reds and chance at glory keys at this point. Okay. I think we take that. Gotta try and be slightly strategic here in what I'm doing, because we want to make sure we're getting these clumped together if possible. And then you get your red a bit easier.
Extra turn.
I don't think the board's set up well enough for us to get to vaults, to be honest. I mean, you never know what will drop.
Extra turn.
We'll have to take the fort. When you start getting down to where you've got 5 or so, you want to be focusing less on removing and more on making what you want. Because you don't want to end where you've removed all the bronze ones, but all you've got is a few of these. That defeats the objective. We'll take that.
Extra turn.
We're hoping to drop the bronze in. Okay.
Extra turn.
We're still alive at the minute. Yeah, this is
Extra turn.
not looking good. I think we just have to accept we're not going to get it. See if there's any way to do a cascade drop that'll give us anything better. Don't see one. No. We'll accept our fate. Keys, please. There's one. No, we got glory. Glory's good too. Maps in general are a pretty good way early on to gain some resources. You get, you know, a reasonable amount for what you're putting in. For the most part, they're probably not worth playing out to the max. You just do them as quick as you can and get them out of the way. So this one, I think we're just going to aim at removing silver to start with.
Extra turn. Extra turn.
Okay.
Extra turn. Extra turn.
We'll take the 4
Extra turn.
and drop into there.
Extra turn.
Well, this is going slightly better than the last one. Definitely looking a lot more promising. It's not to say we're going to get anything special from it, because quite often they look promising and they go south pretty quick.
Extra turn.
Okay, we'll drop that into there. And get our red one. As you can see, we're not taking masses of time on this. We do just want to get as many chests up as possible, but do it reasonably quick. This was originally meant to be a PvP based video, and it's becoming a lesson on maps. So there you go. Problem is, as much as I want to go into showing what was asked, I don't have the troops to do it yet. At least not on this account. So I think because of the base idea, we need to just show it as progression. We'll do one more, see if anything comes of it. Ooh, we've got lots of fights.
Extra turn. Extra turn.
Lovely. I'm tempted to do that and see if it'd be a gold drop. No, well, that went terribly wrong. Okay, we're just going to remove bronze again this time, and then we'll work to silver. We'll take the 4 on the gold. Yeah, don't worry about only taking 5s. If you see a 4, it's okay to take the 4. It's not ideal, it's not perfect, but it's okay. Especially if you're lower in turns. If you're less than double figure turns, don't be afraid to take a 4 and just keep yourself going.
Extra turn. Extra turn.
Generally, I don't recommend taking them for extra turns that are above bags. I did do it earlier. I'm not gonna lie, I hadn't planned to. It was a slip up. But generally you want to keep the higher ranking stuff on the board and move it together in threes, just so you get better rewards at the end. The more high ranking stuff on the board, the less rubbish.
Extra turn.
Sometimes it isn't avoidable, but most of the time it is. Yep, we'll take the 4.
Extra turn.
Let me take that. Gives it an extra chest at least. And we're coming towards the end of this.
Extra turn.
He says that he gets 2 extra turns. Sometimes the game can be kind, just as well as it can be cruel. I can believe that. Hey, we managed to get an extra red out of it. And they both gave us gems, which I'm not going to complain at, because they are the main currency in the game. The one you want the most of. Early on, the first thing we're going to be putting these gems towards will be, not a class, our armour. The first one we're going to want to get to is dragon armour, which costs 500 gems. We have no intention of buying Death Knight armour at this point, because I want to try and show this as a progression for a player that's got no money to put into the game, someone who just wants to play it as a free player. Therefore, the first thing we want to get is the dragon armour. Gold is very important early on. It's still somewhat important later, but it'll become less important mid-range and we'll want souls instead. But in early game, definitely gold is the priority. There are other options. We could decide we want to save some gems only after 75%, but you lose out on souls, you lose out on some of the gold. You do save half the cost. It's an acceptable drop off perhaps. Or if you wanted souls and gold and wanted to keep your level down, this would be reasonably acceptable as well. Again, half the cost of dragon armor. Even lower still, if you're really wanting to keep your gems back, you can go for Viking. I do recommend that if you're not gonna save up and go for dragon, which is definitely the best option, but if you're not willing to save the gems up to do this, if you'd rather spend them on other things, you're desperate to have those keys or whatever, you can't help yourself, definitely pick an armor class that's got no boost to XP early on, because it is going to help you in the long run to stay at a lower level, just to make the PvP fights and things of that nature a bit easier. It gives you a bit longer to get all your gold and that together. It'll make the game progression smoother for you. So yeah, just try not to level up too quick. Alright, I think we'll go and we'll do a little bit more PvP, but with our normal team. Hopefully it'll work out well. It won't hold it against us that we used a different team. Take the blue. There's nothing great to take, we'll cast that out. Let's see. I guess we'll take the extra turn on the red and the yellow definitely. Feeding the Knight's Coronet is a good thing to do. That said, I think we'll do it again. We'll take SS Brown is our best option, but I don't want to give them the attack in terms of skulls. That'll drop them, so we'll take the red and then we'll get the skulls. Lovely. So now we're set for an attack. Ooh, I thought they were going to nail us then. They did not. They will regret that. Fate. You behave yourself.
Mana surge.
Taking out our summon. We cast Knight's Coronet again, because that's guaranteed kill. And we got lucky and got the other kill. Happy days. You can build teams around Knight's Coronet early on. It loses its potency in late game. It loses it a bit in mid game, but not as much. Still somewhat viable. Definitely late game, unfortunately it loses it. It'd be nice if there was some way to buff it, because I do appreciate the troop. It's quite fun to use. Okay, we'll take the blue. Let's try and get a couple of them up. Cast. Oh, I thought he was going to leave us a 4. I guess we take that. Nothing great. Ready? Might be better off just skipping this turn and using him to buff. Okay. They're not giving us a lot to play with. They did get a hit on us, but it's not going to matter. And there we go. There's just such a difference between this and anything else we can make at the minute. Let's go for the 3. I'm guessing they're probably goblins. And actually, let's have a look. What we got? Well, that doesn't look too bad. Any traits? Ooh, hello. So you're gonna hit humans, which is a bit of a pain, but nothing major. You don't have a class. Okay. I think we go for them skulls straight away. Give them a bit of a slap. Take the green, just drop into yellow, move the board a bit. Yeah, we'll take the brown, we don't need red. Brown's not majorly necessary, but better than red. Weapon are you using? 8 damage to the healthiest enemy. Which would be our hero. Oh, very nice. I didn't see that extra turn there. That was just a bit of luck. Don't mind if I do. Okay. So their next turn they're going to get a free hit from Goblin. I say a free hit because it's going to extra turn. We've got no way of nerfing that. I think we just chuck this out, hope to extra turn into that and clear the board down a bit. Well, nice bit of luck. Ooh, actually, we'll take the skulls because he would have lived our shot. And that's game. Go up a tier, got some trophies. Not that they do a lot. Gold key, event points, decent amount of gold. Happy days. Back up. I was going to say let's have a look at where we are in events. We are far enough for the first reward. These are definitely worth doing. I will probably do a few more of these out of video just to try and top up our rewards a bit, because I do want to try and bolster what we can do. That way, hopefully going forwards, especially with things like this is going to make us get our armors a lot quicker. I don't know if I'll make it to that one, but if I can make it, you know, along here, just so we can upgrade a bit, it'll definitely help. Ideally, we'll get to the keys. Mail. Oh yeah, we've got a PvP tier. Not a major tier, but it all helps. Suppose we'll open our one key. Trade stones. Not a bad thing to be getting. You'll find that early on you'll probably run out of the little trade stones almost more often than you run out of the big ones. It can be very annoying if you've got to try and hunt small trade stones, because the bigger troops require a lot of them. Let's see, for instance, I don't want to click me, that's pointless. If we look at the traits on that cornet, this is the only one we really care about early on. This would be nice, and that would help a lot, but just buffing him would be enough early on, and that'll help a lot more if we have got him in first slot to go along with leader. His skills actually work together quite well. The problem with this one is that our hero, who we're using on blue, would have to drop behind him, so we'd have to probably change that to something else. But other than that, we're using a blue team, it would get buffed in magic quite nicely. We're a long ways off having that though. On the... Nope, you're not common, I thought you were for some reason. There we go. On common troops, you'll notice it costs a lot less. Only one arcane. So they're feasible to do quite early on. But in most cases you wouldn't want to bother. There we go. He's got one doable. Look how cheap that is. An immunity to stun. There aren't that many viable stuns out there. There are some that are very good. Corvash. But for the most part it doesn't come into play that much. I would say even if you see these, don't be tempted to just put it on random troops. Just save it for now. We got 624 souls. We could upgrade one of these. You're at 6. You're at 5. I don't really feel either of them, to be honest. I might just hang fire. Right, but guys, I think that's about it for this video. I'm sorry in response to the question that I couldn't go more into showing different PvP teams, but I hope I've explained properly why we only did the one before. Once we get more troops, I will go into more depth. Okay, I'll see you next time guys. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.